Hey friends, Eddie here from filmbuZZer. Goodbye June has been available on Netflix since December 24th, 2025, and for me it's exactly the kind of film you put on during a quiet evening when you're open to restrained, character-driven emotion. My overall impression lands firmly in solid middle territory, roughly in the mid-60s range, because while the film has real strengths, it also very deliberately plays things safe. The story is intentionally simple and intimate. When the family matriarch June suffers a sudden medical collapse, her adult children and husband are forced back into close proximity. The film isn't interested in shocking twists or elaborate plot mechanics. Instead, it focuses on friction, unresolved resentment, old roles snapping back into place, and the emotional shortcuts people take when they don't know how to talk to each other anymore. Much of the film unfolds in hospitals, kitchens, and cramped living spaces, and that confinement works in its favor. At times, it feels like a chamber piece where every glance and pause carries more weight than the dialogue itself. The performances are what truly anchor the film. Helen Mirren plays June, not as a passive figure defined by illness, but as a sharp, perceptive woman with agency, humor, and a clear sense of how she wants to face what lies ahead. That choice gives the film dignity and keeps it from sliding into pure sentimentality. Kate Winslet, who both directs and stars, approaches the material with an actor's sensitivity. She allows scenes to breathe, trust silence, and resist the urge to underline emotions. You can feel that this is a performance-led film. Toni, Collette, Andrea, Riseborough, and Johnny Flynn each give the siblings distinct emotional textures, from brittle sarcasm to quiet withdrawal, without ever feeling like types. Timothy Spall brings a grounded, uncomfortable realism to the father, capturing the tension of someone trying to hold things together while clearly failing. Where the film slightly loses me is in its emotional construction. There are moments where the beats feel too carefully placed, as if the script knows exactly when it wants you to feel something and gently nudges you there. That calculation softens the rawness the story could have had. Conflicts sometimes resolve a little too neatly, and a few exchanges feel designed rather than discovered. Still, the film often balances humor and pain well, especially in how it portrays grief as messy, awkward, and occasionally inappropriate, rather than solemn and composed. In the end, Goodbye June isn't a film that completely floored me, but it stayed with me longer than I expected. It doesn't reinvent the family drama, and it rarely takes narrative risks, yet it observes human behavior with empathy and restraint. What ultimately carries it is the acting and the quiet confidence of its direction. It's a warm, thoughtful, and occasionally predictable film, but one that feels sincere in its intentions and emotionally grounded when it matters most. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of our upcoming content. Share the video with your friends and feel free to drop us a comment. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next one.